has Joe Gomez been since returning from international duty? What did you make of how England handled that whole situation with
First and foremost, it's really he's good. He's better than good. Everything is fine. So how most of the time when somebody gives you an information, then you deal not you personally, but as well, not really sensible with it. It's just always make it bigger than it is and then discuss it 5 weeks and stuff like this. So we are not even, the people involved were fine, I don't know, pretty quick. Again, so things like this happen in a football environment. That's how it is. It's a big challenge to ask the boys for pretty much everything in the game to play against each other. The next day you meet each other and have to play together for something. So that's how it is. It's just a challenge. It was always like this. So there's absolutely nothing to say about. And Gareth and English FA deal with it like they thought it's right. I cannot judge that because I was not in the situation. But the most important thing is that the players are absolutely okay and better after that. So all okay. Nothing else to say about it, really.
Results have shown that your side isn't a side that generally loses focus or gets complacent. So I just wonder, what do you feel now is the biggest threat to you in the title race, given the advantage that you have?
We don't think about a title race. The biggest challenge for us is facing constantly questions about it. It's probably like this, but apart from that, it's a completely normal. So far, it's a normal season. We never made it the season where we have to or whatever. We have to. It's just the season we are in. We play as good as we can. We try to get as many points as we can, and the challenges are the 26 teams not 26, but the 26 games we have to play, and the next one is Crystal Palace. And when we talk about that, maybe a couple of minutes today, then it's we will realize it's a challenge. Everybody knows that, and that's these challenges are big enough, so we don't need any others, and we don't think about anything else.
Before we talk a little bit more about Crystal Palace, what you make about Jose Mourinho's return to the Premier League with Spurs, and obviously Mauricio Pochettino having gone?
Yeah, welcome back, Jose. Obviously, it's nice to have him back. So he was desperate. You could see in the time when he was not in. But on the other side, it's of course then Mauricio is not there anymore, and that shows, of course, how quick things change nowadays. That's how it is. I think around about 5 months ago we played each other in the Champions League final. And now he's on holiday, and I hope he can enjoy it. To be honest, he did a brilliant job at Tottenham. Nobody doubts that. Everybody knows that. He's an outstanding coach, great guy, left and right of the games, I would say. So it's like I really enjoyed the challenges on the games we played against each other. It was my first game in the Premier League against him, so we have quite a kind of a history together. But everybody knows that. Pretty much all the jobs available or not available, Mauricio will be in contention, I think, and everything will be fine. But of course, that was a big one. When I heard it first, I couldn't really believe it in that moment. But then a couple of hours later, they had already the solution. So that's how it is, and I really hope that Mauricio can enjoy the few days, weeks, months, I don't know, off will not last long, and then he will be back. Yeah, and Jose is highest motivated, obviously, so that will be interesting as well.
Damien? Crystal Palace, if you don't mind.
Why have they proved such a difficult opponent in the past for Liverpool and for other top teams?
Oh, it's a quality, yeah. Oh, especially the home games for them are pretty special because it's a really nice atmosphere there. They make it difficult. Just it's a special place to go, 100%, and they have the quality. I think they had not the most spectacular transfer window maybe in the summer, but working longer together, knowing more about each other can improve squads as well. Especially with such an experienced manager like Roy is, and so that works really well. And they had a really good start in the season, and now it's yeah, but with the opponents they had, it was not that clear, like somebody would imagine. They made it tough for everyone. I saw the Leicester game, the full 90 minutes. From other games I saw summaries. And so, yeah, they are now working longer together. You can see the patterns are more obvious, stuff like this. So how they defend, how they counter, and that makes it anyway difficult. Nobody expects from Crystal Palace, even a home game, that they will have 70-80% possession against us. So they enjoy defending compact and then know that they are a proper threat in the counter-attack. So that makes it really tough with the quality they have, especially when you think about how they could, the first and foremost, Zaha, Townsend, and then Ayew in the counter-attack is really tough to defend. And we have to find solutions for that. That's how it is, and it will be interesting.
You've always spoken highly about the mentality of your team. I was reading that you've brought Lee Richardson on board as a sports psychologist. Are you seeing the fruits of his labours already?
Yes, but it's not that he's not. We are not. We don't test him. It's not like this. It's not like let's have a look if the boys behave better. So it's. I think around about 25 years ago, there were no goalie coaches in football. I mean, we had the head coach did a goalie training by himself. We had no athletic coaches. It was all our job pretty much, and so the teams around the team became bigger. And now the next thing was then, of course, with psychology, especially with sports psychology, was another thing where people thought, really, do you need that, and stuff like this. So it's a job to do, but I cannot really test because I'm not involved. It's not that I tell him, speak to him, and he comes to me, I spoke to him. That's a completely confidential thing. So what he's doing with the players, I'm not involved. I have my part to do with the boys, and do that like I did it before. I didn't give anything to Lee and tell him. So thank God I don't have to do that anymore. Now you can have these uncomfortable talks or whatever. That's not like it is. It's just an add-on for all the things we try to deliver and we try to make sure that the boys are in the best hands. And with Lee Richardson especially, the good thing is that he was a player himself, that he was a manager himself, and then he decided to become a sports psychologist. It's a really interesting career, fantastic person, which is important because then I don't have to convince the boys to talk to him. It's easy. He's a really interesting person, and so the boys enjoy it for sure that he's around, and when you need him, you can use him.
Jurgen, in terms of player availability this weekend, how are you looking squad-wise? I'm thinking of the injuries with Mo and Andy and Joel, and is Virgil van Dijk available for selection?
In a moment, yes, Virgil is 100% available. So, but it's the time of the year. We spoke about that. Players get out of the squad overnight, unfortunately, with some other things, like when they are getting sick or ill or whatever. Apart from the others, it's like I cannot say 100%. I don't know 100%. Today's a very important session to judge that, especially with the players who came back late. Means that Fabinho and Bobby and Ali played on Tuesday. Gini Wijnaldum played on Tuesday. So we have these players where we have to really need to have a look how do they react and what makes sense for them and not. So it's always like it is. The first game after international is you have to wait until the last second pretty much to make the decisions. There's nobody came back with a serious injury or something like that. That's not. But we have still to look how they are.
What about Mo Salah though? Because I know that that ankle problem just seems to be niggling away still there.
Yeah, true. But yesterday he trained, the day before he trained the whole time since he's here, but only the things we wanted him to do. And today, how I said, another important session to see how it looks, and then we can make a decision. But it's not that it got worse, but it's still kind of there. Yeah, it's still there. So that's the problem. And we have to be sensible and really with things like this. But No, I didn't make a decision. So if I would have made a decision, probably I wouldn't have told you now. But that it's true. I have to see the session today.
Michael?
Jurgen, in some ways, it's been a difficult 12 months for Dejan Lovren. He's been out of the team and injury problems, and then when he was fit, other people had taken his place and slipped down the pecking order. How would you assess his recent contribution since he's come back into the side?
Good, very good. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It was always Dejan Lovren is highest quality centre half. That's how it is. Does he have weaknesses? Yes, like you all. and I have to, that's how it is, but not a lot, and not in a football sense. So it's an outstanding centre half. That's why it was always clear that we want to keep him. But in football, a lot of things are about momentum. So you are not in, you are injured, whatever, and other players with the quality we have on that position establish themselves, play well, have rhythm, all that stuff, and then you have to wait, and you have to carry on working like it is. It's pretty much like it is for Joe a little bit. Joe is a sensational player, but the things work out, and we have now the games where we have to make changes, and thank God, and hopefully they all have a little bit of rhythm, and we can make changes. So that's how it is. But I'm not surprised that Dejan is doing well, because that's the reason why he's here.
No international football now until March, which is certainly a good thing from your perspective. But now we're hitting that period where there's a game every 3 days. How do you deal
and
with
the press
that?
conference.
Yeah, as well, and I know that's a treat for you, but how do you deal with it on a day-to-day basis, because there's not a great deal of time for players to train, and then when you've got to assess them, how do you assess periods of rotation and who you'd want to sort of change for various games?
There's no long-term plan, but I should be used to it now. It's my fourth time that I face this period. So, but there's no long-term plan that we say, okay, we play. I don't know when we play Watford, for example, but I think it's somewhere in December. I think about that game already. So we go now to Crystal Palace, and yeah, then on Wednesday I think we play Napoli. So, but I have no clue in the moment who will play against Napoli. And after that we play Brighton. I have absolutely no idea who will play against Brighton. So it's just to have to find solutions for the specific moment. There will be moments when you play Wednesday, Saturday, for example, stuff like this, or even worse in late December, where we have to think about something like that. Who fits better for this opponent, stuff like that. But that's not in a moment. That's not a moment. So we have to make sure that they all are absolutely in a top shape. And whenever somebody has to start, that he's really there, knows about all the things we have to do on the pitch, is ready to contribute, is ready to deliver, to use his skills and stuff. That's how it is. But I don't think if other managers do it differently, but I can't. It's not that I know who plays in 2 weeks and stuff like this. So we really have to make sure we are ready for the next game, recover, have another look, and then make a decision for that game.
Carl, top right. For that.
You've got Shaqiri back now. I'm just wondering how much ground he's got to make up to become sort of a viable option for you.
Just to train you, so that you is no other reason and nothing else. He was now really long injured. I think it was 5 weeks or so, probably 5. And so to get the match fitness again, that takes time as well. So if he felt that this week, he trained this week, did not all the same thing like the players who had absolutely nothing. So we still gave him some different things to do, but that's it. Apart from that, now he should be completely fine. There's no reason to rush it now, but it's nice to have him back. We saw a lot of really nice things in training this week. It was really good, but it's intense for him in a moment. So he need to get used to the intensity again, and then everything will be fine.
Okay, we'll go across. David, anything from you? No? Richard, follow up from that, I think. Yes, Richard.
Yeah, there's been speculation here this future again. I mean, is there any sense of frustration that you're seeing in training, and if there is, how do you reassure him that he still has a place to fight for in this team?
About who do you speak? Sorry.
Shaqiri, there's been speculation about his future, about he wants to leave.
but not internally. Why should I talk about something, or speak about something which is absolutely not interesting for us? That's the world outside. If somebody's not playing, he was 5 weeks into the hype. If that is then seen as a period where he cannot play, I cannot help the people. And before that, yes, maybe we spoke about that at that time, that we didn't have exactly as many games as he wanted to, but that's pretty much all. So there's nothing else to say. So really, we don't think like this. When I'm with him, he's completely happy, completely fine here, and speculations are speculations and nothing which we can change. No, really, I can't. I have no idea what I could say about that. So of course he has a future here. So, but we all speak about the future always. So until the season ends. So that's how it is. And then maybe a player is coming to me or not, or we have different plans. In a moment, nobody thinks about that. In a moment, we are completing the season, and this season is a very, very important player for us.
Obviously, he gives you a lot of different options in attack aside from the front three, because I'm sure the back in the last season, the impact he can have.
Oh yeah, but he needs to be fit for that. Huh? So and that's all what we are concerned about in the moment, because he cannot be. He did rehab, long, and now he trained, and it was really, how said, it was really good in moments, and other moments you saw, okay, that's different to the rehab stuff he did before. So that's how it is. But good, very good. How it we said already, the most intense period is coming up now, and he will be ready for that. Hopefully, if nothing happens again, and then. Yeah, you will see him on the pitch 100%.
James, you all good? Yeah, and Neil, nothing from you. Okay, guys, and that's it. You all good?
Thank you.
Thank you.